What's your name and your grade?
My name is Alexa Falkinger and I'm in 10th grade.
Do you think caffeine addiction is more prevalent among teachers or students, and why?
Definitely among students, because I know some teachers will just be like, oh, I'm healthy. I'm gonna have a cup of water or something just to wake me up. But I would see kids walk around with like 3 bottles of just Starbucks coffees every single morning because they need it. Absolutely. Waking up at like 6 a.m. or earlier, some 4 a.m. and going to bed at 12 because of homework. Ooh.
Do you think teachers need more caffeine than students, or vice versa, and why?
Students need more caffeine, definitely. Like I said before, waking up 6 a.m. or earlier and going to bed, who knows when, some people even 2 a.m. every single day because of the amount of work they have to do, actual work after school, that plus a homework load, that plus actual responsibilities at home. Yikes. But I feel like teachers, while it is hard being an adult and all, there's a lot more stress on us currently right now, and we don't have those capabilities that adults do right now to handle that stress.
Why do you think so many people rely on caffeine to function on a daily basis?
It's an addiction. As soon as you get a hold on it, you want more and more and more and more, and if it feels like it helps you, then what's there to stop you, or whatever. I feel like students are so dependent on caffeine because what else is going to get you through the day at this point? We're all just waiting for graduation. Sorry, but it's true.
What's your name and grade?
Julia Miller, and I'm a junior.
Do you think caffeine addiction is more prevalent among students or teachers, and why?
Probably among students, because I know a lot of students that drink coffee.
Do you think teachers need more caffeine than students, or vice versa, and why?
I'm not necessarily sure. I think it depends on the person. I don't think teachers need more than students, or students need more than teachers. Depends on how busy your schedule is.
Why do you think so many people rely on caffeine to function on a daily basis?
I mean, most of the times kind of you get started on drinking it a lot of times, it's hard to stop and then you get used to it.
What's your name? What's your name and your grade?
My name is Annalisa Strickland, and I'm in 11th grade.
Do you think caffeine addiction is more prevalent among teachers or students, and why?
I think it's about equal. I know a good amount of students who do drink coffee and don't, and the same goes for teachers. I know many teachers who do rely on coffee, and students who do as well.
Do you think teachers need more caffeine than students, or vice versa, and why?
Well, I don't think anyone needs caffeine or coffee. It is a drug. No one really needs it. It's just helpful, especially for those of us who are getting up at ridiculously early times to go to school or to work.
Why do you think so many people rely on caffeine to function on a daily basis?
I think a lot of people rely on it because it does wake you up and give you temporary energy. And so in our society, with us getting up super early in the morning to go to school or go to work, it's helpful to give us a boost of energy to get through at least the beginning of the day. And then the more you drink it, consume caffeine, the more you can become addicted to it.
What's your name and what do you teach?
My name is Steve Burham and I teach Latin.
Do you think caffeine addiction is more prevalent among teachers or students, and why?
That's a hard question. I actually am not sure that I know. I'm tempted to say students, simply because I know that at least among the colleagues that I talk to about this kind of stuff, most of them kind of have a sense of what their caffeine limits are. Not all of them consume caffeine, some do, but they have their regiment of when they do and how they do. Whereas when I hear students talking about, again, some students don't consume caffeine, but the ones who do just kind of seem to go all out whenever, pounding energy drink here, an energy drink there, 2 coffees here. So I'm tempted to say students, but that's a very unscientific opinion.
Do you think teachers need more caffeine than students, or vice versa, and why?
Need? I don't know. I have no clue as to need. But am probably not the best person to ask that question anyway, because I myself don't really react to caffeine by perking up. It more just helps me concentrate. So I myself don't tend to drink coffee in the morning. I usually wait until the afternoon, because the afternoon is when I get like kind of sleepy and distracted, and coffee will help me pay attention to grading quizzes or, you know, getting something done around the house that like has to happen.
Why do you think so many people rely on caffeine to function on a daily basis?
Because it's fun and it feels good. Like getting a caffeine high feels great. I didn't drink caffeine for years, not for any special reason. I just didn't particularly like coffee, and I didn't drink caffeine from a lot of other sources either. So I drank some, but nothing really noticeable. And then when I finally had access to like good, like really delicious coffee, that was when I found out what like actually having a lot of caffeine in your system is like. And yeah, you become super productive, and you know, depending what kind of mood you're in, maybe also like really creative, and or like I said, for me, it like gives me a lot more control over being able to focus. So yeah, I mean, that's why right there, because people need to focus, or it really does release dopamine, and it's a pleasant feeling. So, and if you can get pleasant feelings from drinking delicious coffee, hey. The one thing I really don't get is why people drink the energy drinks, because they taste terrible. Why would you drink a nasty energy drink when you could drink delicious coffee? Oh well.